Well, hello everybody. I moved my phone mount to directly in front of the steering wheel. I hope I don't get pulled over. I don't think so. They say as long as your vision is not blocked. Well, I can see the road perfectly. This car has this big long area and I have it on the windshield, basically just right on top of in front of my steering wheel. So we're gonna try the phone mount here, because over there I keep looking to the left. This way I can just look up and look down when I'm talking on the video. I can't move the steering wheel down anymore. I've got the steering wheel all the way down. Yeah, I'm always looking. Oh man, these hurt a lot. I'm always looking for a way to mount my phone where it doesn't jiggle. And this one actually, that's pretty good. And it almost cuts you out if I angle it a little bit more. Yeah, you're almost cut out. So you can watch your TV and do nothing instead of work every day, and nobody can see you doing it. Did you do the Poshmark listings? No. So I guess you don't get paid today. By the way, I don't know if you can see it. eBay deal shirt. I am wearing all of my eBay stuff all this week. Why? Because I'm not going to be selling on eBay. Probably, I don't know, is the store still open today?
I don't know.
It's going to close anytime. Whenever, close it whenever you feel like it. But by the end of the month. So at any moment, my store can close.
18 things has to work.
We have 18 things to ship today. So after that, they'll probably close me. Which is fine. eBay has been nothing but a loss of money for a year. It's because of my product lines. I was competing with China for years on eBay, doing very well. Everyone else, oh, I can't get any sales because of China. Yeah. That was before the search engine change. Now trying to get a sale against China with the search engine change, you will not even come up in search. Your items won't even get shown to the buyers. Your items will not even come up in search. So, would you please be quiet? Your items won't even come up in search. So I've got a whole bunch of eBay clothes. You know, I've been flown I've been flown there a few times. Are you done? And so every time I go there, I get all the little eBay promoted stuff. I think I'll still use my eBay backpack and laptop case that I got from them. But other than that, I'm not gonna be wearing the eBay shirts and stuff. Now, I have nothing against eBay except for I don't like the new eBay. I like the old eBay. But unless you are wanting to spend a huge amount of money with a very high risk level, I just can't see any profits there. And I've been on eBay for 10 years, guys. I chose eBay over Amazon, and I've been on both. I made more money on Amazon, but I hated every minute of it because I wasn't doing anything but flipping products. That's why I liked eBay. But now eBay's the same thing. You just flip products. You don't really have a store, guys. You think you do? You don't. Your store's not pushed to Google. Your items in your store aren't pushed to Google either. They're put in a product catalog, and that's pushed to Google. So that means you're getting nothing. Head of eBay, and you know eBay Open is coming up. I actually have three that'll be speaking there this year. One I kind of consider a friend. The other two are really good friends. Every year I know most of the people speaking at eBay Open. But I cannot continually throw money down the toilet just because I like eBay. Because that's the deal, guys. For the last year, my friend Melissa Pass, who, by the way, also spoke at eBay Open a couple years ago, she doesn't sell on there anymore. She doesn't even mess with the Amazon stuff either. She goes, it's just not worth it. Do your own website. Make the real money. Now, do understand, unless you're a professional, and I've had many years experience, I'm teaching other people what to do. I make websites. I know about coding. I know embedding. Until you have that knowledge base, do not venture out away from the platforms beyond freebie stuff, because you'll lose your shirt. It is a very difficult job to come up and beat eBay and Amazon. I do it all the time. I am actually trying to make Keywebco.com into a platform, sort of. I can compete with the platforms because I have the products, and I definitely have, did you see that vintage? look,
What is it?
a vintage base, 1700. A vintage chaise, no, lounger. The wood frame, all of the padding, everything's gone, but the frame is 17th century.
What's up? The
No,
trash?
in the trash.
pick it up.
You can reupholster it, and we even have the. You know what, guys? We just drove by. Not now. It'll be there.
Then I'll be there.
It'll be there. And if not, big deal. You don't even do the job you do have. We just drove by a 17th century chaise lounger with nothing but the wood frame. Yeah, all the little canvas straps are rotted out. It would cost about $100 to restore it, and I could sell it for about $300 maybe. So it's not worth it. But I do that. We're going to be doing a lot more local stuff lately. As a matter of fact, I've got $1 million in inventory from eBay. I could open a local store with new items. I don't sell used stuff. New items. I could open a store today, and I have $1 million in inventory. I'd make more money with a retail store than I will online because the products I have will not come up in search. But I'm not even doing that. I'm going to just write off $1 million. How many people you know can do that? I'm going to write off $1 million. Not happy about it. And then I'm just going to liquidate what I can in yard sales. And then I'm actually going to sell to other sellers in lots. I'm going to use one of my websites. I have several. And I'm going to make a website. I might even just make another website. I'll probably just make another website for just supplying products for other sellers. Because I actually do that as a business too. I actually go sourcing for Amazon people all the time. I make good money doing that. I get paid $1 an item. I don't care if the item costs 10 cents or $20,000. I get paid $1 an item to buy it for you. I get paid another $1 an item if I keep it in my warehouse and I fulfill the orders when you send me a PDF. That's what I do for eBay people. Amazon's where most of my people are. For Amazon, it's very easy. You pay me $1, you send me the labels and the shipping label to go off to FBA. You only pay me the $1 per item. You don't pay me anything else. If you want me to keep the item in my warehouse and fulfill the orders when you send me a PDF label, you pay an extra $1 or I don't mail the item. You have to pay the $1 up front for all the items I purchased for you, or we buy together. There's another option too. And then it goes off to FBA after you send me the stuff. We do all that for free. We don't charge you for that. If I keep it in my warehouse, like let's say you're an eBay person, you don't want this stuff shipped to you because you don't want to spend the money. And let's say you've got 5 items in your store and one of them sells. All you do is send me a PDF label. The label and the listing must have point of origin as 64076. Do not use your business address as point of origin. I will not violate eBay policy for you. And it won't help you. You really need to have point of origin. So if you are using me as your drop shipper, so to speak, for something you purchased and it's in my warehouse, that listing you need to go back and edit and say point of origin is my warehouse 64076. I don't even think it makes you ask for the address, but you do need to put that is not coming from, it's yours, but it's not coming from your warehouse. It's coming from where the item is stored. So that is not a problem. You will not have any problems doing that. You're not technically drop shipping because you own the item. You are drop shipping because I'm mailing it off for you, but you own the item. It's not something that you don't own that they buy and then you buy it. You already own the item, so you're not in violation of any policies. So I will do that for people. I do that sometimes because there's a few people I know that have apartments and they'll want me to go buy them like 20 comforters. You know how much room 20 comforters take up in your apartment? Quite a bit. So I have a lot of bedding. On the eBay side, it's all bedding. It's all the big bedding items, and they don't even have me ship them to them. They just say, hey, go buy it. They pay me for what it costs plus my $1. And then when the items ship out, I don't charge them the $1 up front. Like, you send me the PDF, we process the order. Then at the end of the month, I say, okay, I shipped out 15 products for you. Send me a $15 invoice. I send you an invoice, or you can just send me a payment if it's off book. I don't care how you run your business. My stuff's all on book, so no matter what you do, it's on book. But you have options. Unless I've supplied, I think, I'm not sure the dollar amount. Everyone I know does it legit, but there are sellers that don't want to report what they're paying for stuff. You can get away with that up to a certain dollar amount. All right. All right, let's get this done. Oh my God, look at all this money too.
Put it in the back.
Count that. That should be 140. That's what you have to pay today to get in. Is that 140?
Mm-hmm.
Put that in your pocket. Don't lose it, because I'm going to keep it separate. Now I got to go to the bank. I hate going to the bank. I got to put money in the bank. I got to pay bills today. I pay my hospital for the week today. Hold on. Oh, you're going to need this for gas and everything else. We have no gas. See, we're empty. Okay. Let me think real quick. I've got to run by the bank. I also have to drop money in PayPal, because I'll use my bank account to pay my VA, but I have apps on PayPal I have to pay for.
What?
I have a $17 thing on AliExpress. I want to be able to import all of my products, import from AliExpress, so buyers will know what they're buying. And to get it to do it where I don't have to do this huge, dramatic, a bunch of stuff, I have to pay to hook it into my Arbello. In case you're listening, this is how you do that. I have to hook it into my Arbello, and then there's just a button to push, and it'll just boom, 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 real quick. I just go to the list, click every button, and it has a review. So, by the way, in my store, Keywebco.com, as of today, my VA is working on our multi-language support, meaning no matter what country you're in, based on your browser, if you're reading in Russian, my site is in Russian for you. China, 134, I think, languages.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How you doing? Coming in to make sure nothing bounces. Let me, just a second. I think I'll just drop it. Because we have to put money in the other one too. 2, 4, 6. Okay, I'm gonna put 200 in. That should keep everything from bouncing. I might have some transfers coming too, I don't know. Okay, and then PayPal. This is everything else for the whole week. It's amazing, right? It's hard when you have auto. I keep looking over there for the camera. It's hard when you have auto pays coming out of stuff, especially when you've got multiple accounts. But once I close eBay, I'll be able to trim that down a little bit. I think once I close eBay, we won't be using that green dot stuff at all. I'll link PayPal to my bank account like it should be. And then the green dot we don't even need. I might as well just have that transferred to the bank or right to PayPal. No, I can't transfer it to PayPal. Yeah, I've got a little bit of money swapping around change because I'm writing off $1 million in inventory on eBay as a loss, and I am selling that stuff off.
There we go. It's in there for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. All right. I really like my bank.
That one is nice.
Every time I come here, I leave and I feel, even when the woman was having a bad day, it was still enjoyable. She's like, oh, I'm having a horrible day. But even when she was complaining, it was still an enjoyable
Well, so
experience.
they have a horrible day. Yeah.
Well, that's for you because you don't bother to get up until 5 minutes before the package is due to ship out. Most people get up at 5 and 6 in the morning. All right, my employee is very spoiled. Alrighty, next up. Oh, fuel. We not have fuel. Do you want to run into Dollar Tree really quick?
Still close.
They're still closed. Okay, we'll do it on the way back then. Or
Yeah,
we might, you know what? We might do it in the city because we're probably going to go to Walmart. We might go to the new Dollar Tree.
I need to stop Dollar Tree.
Yes, I know.
I need to add
I know. I've heard you 15 times already today.
2 weeks ago.
I don't care. We'll do that on the way back. So right now, I guess it's just, you don't need dog treats or anything?
Yeah, but it's closed.
It's closed. Well,
I got a general.
yeah, Yeah, you know what? Go to Dollar General and get the big bag of either the rawhide bone. No, they have it at Dollar General. It's real cheap, like $5. They got a great big bag of the bones, not the biscuits, but the bones. You know what? Oh no, I'm on video. Oh, you'll waste my money. All right, go in there and get us something to drink. Both of us something to drink. There you go, and get us both something to drink, and get us. What else should we get? Dog treats and what else? You gotta do this quick. I don't have all freaking day. What else? Come on. I don't want to be in the sun. Over here. Maybe that'll make it so it's not glaring on the camera. I'm gonna turn around. All right, hurry up and get us some junk food and some drinks and crap like that. Guys, do you know how hard it is for me to go into these stores and not buy out the clearance aisle? The stores see me come in and they immediately take me over to where they have put all these cases of stuff that I can buy, you know, for 10 cents on the dollar, 90% off, a lot of it. Thousands of dollars a week I am not buying because I'm not going to be selling it on eBay. Well, guys, if you're on Amazon, there's a lot of stuff that I come across that you can make a lot of money. I hate Amazon. See, I'm leaving eBay because it's a product-to-consumer catalog. I never really enjoyed Amazon because it's a product-to-consumer catalog. You just can't build your own business on a platform. Platforms are for making them money, making you a little tiny percentage for drop shipping for the platform. That is what you are doing on Amazon. That is what you are doing on eBay. Etsy, not so much yet. Etsy is still a consumer-to-consumer based platform. Prairie Grit is a consumer-to-consumer based platform. You can build a business and a reputation on a consumer-to-consumer based platform. You cannot do that on a product-to-consumer platform because you don't have any control of what your buyers have the ability to see. On a consumer-to-consumer platform, there are lists generated. Everybody that has that item comes up in that list. They are ranked in order of their value and relevance. Can't get away from that, but that's okay. That actually helps the customer make a decision. That's what a community-based platform is. You get a list of products from a list of sellers and you determine which one you want to buy from. Gives everyone the same opportunity, and it gives people a chance to look at your store and see what information you're providing. On a product-to-consumer platform, the platform doesn't want them looking at your information. As a matter of fact, they don't even want them to know you exist. They only want you to find the product. And all of our sellers are the same. That's the difference. Opportunity or given whatever you're given. If you're given the ability to make a sale because the platform either is invested in your company or nobody else is selling it, that is not a way to make a living. You cannot. I will tell you what this means. I went from 150 sales a day average, and that was not the highest average. That was just kind of my standard average for a long time. 150 sales a day, like today I'm shipping out 18. Why? Half of those are repeat buyers. The other half happen to be found in search. Instead of 150 items a day being found in search and people buying it, I get 1 or 2 items a day found in eBay search and people buying it. Same money I'm paying. Actually, I pay more now than I ever have. And theft and returns are astronomical. You cannot make money on a flipping product platform. You can make money on the product, but you can't make money on your entire business. In other words, I'm not even messing with eBay, because if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it on Amazon through somebody else, and I'll still make more money. So if you're gonna flip products, if you can find a window on eBay where you'll come up in search, yes, you can make money. But if I'm just going to be flipping products and I'm not building up my own business or reputation, shoot, I'll do that on Amazon where I actually make a lot of money. Why would I mess with eBay? And why would I jump through the hoops they asked me to jump through when they're not giving us what we pay for? We are charged listings. Does Amazon charge listings? No. Why? Because we don't really have listings. They're called that. A listing is something that's in your store that's pushed to Google. The listing is pushed to Google. You're not pushed to Google. Your listing is part of a catalog. The catalog is pushed to Google, but we're paying for listings. Now, wait a minute. Why are we paying for something when they're not doing anything for it? Doesn't make sense, does it? Also, I can just go on and on. There's hours of things that eBay has screwed up in the last year. And it's done on purpose, guys. They're trying to... You will see at eBay Open. I'm behind the scenes, guys. I know what really is going on. You will see at eBay Open. Go look on the front 4 rows at eBay Open. Front 4 rows. Look in clusters, probably off to the left. That's where they normally stick them. Those are the only people that are really going to make any money on eBay. Everybody else is paying the same amount, but they're not showing. To give you an example of how much we're being ripped off. When you're sitting in eBay Open, look at the very first 4 rows, normally on the left side of the stage, which is right for you. You'll see all the big Amazon people sitting there at eBay Open, yes, because it's all the same thing now. You'll see, well, I'm not going to name it off. That would be inappropriate. But you'll see all the people that you will recognize sitting together. Those are the people that are going to make money on eBay. You will see a group of Asians. Yes, I am calling it out. Those are my friends from China that own the conglomerate, that own all of the manufacturing companies basically on the planet. You know who they are. You know who my friend is, but I don't want to name them. I have a confidentiality agreement. How many hundreds of dollars did that cost?
Too expensive.
Oh, no, not at all. Not compared to Dollar Tree. Did you get me a drink?
No, it's expensive to drink.
The drink is more expensive at Dollar Tree than it is at the gas station?
Yeah.
Bull.
Wanna go check?
I don't need
have
to
any
check.
from there.
It's 75 cents for a 2-liter.
No way.
Yes, I bought one yesterday.
Oh yeah, it's the one kind of store.
They have it.
It's 125 for the
No, it's 75 cents for the 2-liter in the cooler.
125.
Far to the right.
125.
Oh, it went up then. It was 75 cents. Even that's cheaper than the gas station. All right, look at the little monsters.
I have one.
Betty Boop. Betty Boop.
This tag is
Betty Boop. I don't want that.
This one, that's there.
And that one's for next night. Did you get him something to eat besides that? Or?
Oh yeah, so I can make it last.
Yes, this is what I want you to buy. By the way, guys, this is the best deal there. Best deal. There's 25 ounces of these. I can't eat that. I can't eat that either. That's crap. I asked you to give me something I could eat. Spend 3 times the money. He only bought stuff for himself. I knew he'd do it. That's what he does every time you give him money. He just buys stuff for himself.
Okay. No. How you want?
Oh, come on. Pull up.
No. They're not gonna do it.
No, he's not going to do it. He could. He could pull up and use the second pump.
I know.
And we could both get fuel.
I think I just don't look at it.
What a prick. What a total asshole. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull in here so I can get my frickin' gas. No, I'm not going to let him out either. What a prick.
Almost be the car.
Shit. Put the gas in. Just use the money you've got. You've already spent everything I gave you.
You drink?
Yes, hurry up. Go waste money.
Is enough?
Just go. It's enough.
Oh.
I just gave you $140. You have enough.
Yes.
Jesus. I I can't believe this. You know why I'm so pissed? This guy pulled, and I could have gotten my gas. Hold on just a second. Sorry, I'm seriously pissed off. That guy is blocking 2 pumps. That is so freaking rude. I wish my employee would hurry up. I want to get out of here. I am in a bad mood now. I hate it when people are rude for no freaking reason. Now I can pull like a normal person. I guess I can do it with that thing in there. That way, if someone wants to go by, they can. All right, now I'm not blocking anyone. But he has to back out. All right, I'm off in thinking land. I do that sometimes. I'll space out, and what I'm doing is I'm actually writing code. I'm sorry. I have one of those things that most people just are so jealous of, but it makes it very difficult to function. I think of 3 things at the same time. Like 3 people in my head. Now that sounds crazy, but no, it's not quite exactly the same as that. I don't talk to myself and answer questions in my own head. But I actually am always thinking about 3 things at the same time. That's why I lose my train of thought when I get interrupted. What is this? How much did that cost me?
Expensive. This is another one.
Well, naked strawberry banana, no sugar added, 250 calories, no fat, no cholesterol, no sodium. Wow, 44 grams of sugar, but none added. All right, not too bad. I've never had this. Naked. Anyone else had this before? I've never had this before. Let's see if it's good or not. Let's check the date. I always check the date because no one buys these health drinks. I live in the Midwest, guys. If you're selling organic or any of that other stuff, no, well, they do buy it here in the city. But really, nobody that lives in the country will buy that. You know why? Because there's no difference between that and everything else you're buying. I'm going to tell you flat out, I have free-range organic chicken. In the middle of winter, they get feed. All of them do. I don't care where you are. Yeah, they're getting corn and grains without any hormones or any other crap on it, but they're being fed. So if you're seeing free range, don't think for a minute that all they eat is out in free range. They let them free range for a few hours a day. The rest of the time they're in a pen. Now I don't do that, but that's how it really is, guys. Don't pay a huge amount of money just because they put a very expensive label on your product and said that it's all organic and healthy. They give them antibiotics that are organic antibiotics. Trust me, guys, you are not getting what you think when you buy the no pesticides and that stuff. How are they going to say no pesticides? They fly over with a plane and do, hey! They fly over with a plane and they do hundreds of acres at a time. And that blows everywhere. If you live in the US, your stuff has pesticides. Period. I don't care what they say. Because I know better. You think they can see, or is that all glaring? Would you look on Facebook and tell me if they can see that at all? My picture may be a little glary today. All right, we are going to try this thing that probably cost me $3. How much was it?
Almost 4.
Ridiculous. $4 for 1 cup of ground up strawberry and banana, because that's all this is. They just put it in a blender. Add a little creamer to it, probably. Yeah, it just tastes like pureed bananas. It's good though.
It's not good.
It tastes good. Okay. Turn that off.
No, that's
Down.
just tastes like pureed.
Can you see me at all?
No, it's on the play.
Can't see me. Yeah, can't see me because of the glare. Is there anything that I can cover that? Shut up. Stick this thing back in here. We're gonna move it, guys. Yeah, you guys are not gonna be able to see anything unless I sit here like this. We're gonna move the camera so you guys can see me.
Oh.
Come on, it's down to the fork. We're taking forever. Stop eating for 5 seconds. Useless. I was so ticked at that guy at the gas station.
I know.
Come on, I don't have all day. With the amount of time you've wasted. Put it in there. Come on, I don't have all day.
Perfect.
Alright, I'll just sit here like this so you guys can see. Yeah, it's the glare. It's the glare. Come on!
What the?
How long does it take to stick something in the vent? Hold on, guys. Well, I'm not gonna sit like this. This is major illegal. I'm holding the phone. Just shove it in there.
Yes,
Bending it out of place is not going to help. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm waiting for him to do the most simple of things. Put a thing in the vent. Put it in the vent. Useless. Can you at least hold the phone while I drive and do everything I've asked you to do? He's just going to hold the phone while I sit here and do what I asked him to do. Bent it all out of shape. Hold on, guys. I'm almost with you. This should have taken 5 seconds, but instead, it takes all freaking day. Alright, and it's not going to stay in here because he didn't do it right, but at least it's up on the vent. And you can see. See, this is where I'm used to be. This is where my phone used to be all the time. I'm going to have to move it into the middle. That's why I don't put it over here, because of the glare. See, if I put it in the middle where it was before, you wouldn't have the glare.
I know this.
Yeah. So I can use that as long as I'm not driving into the sunlight. This may fall off. All right, well now we're back on video. A very bad angle and everything else. Hold on. Let's see if I can fix his mess. Nah, it'll probably fall off anyway. All right, well at least you can see now without a glare. What we're doing now is next is hospital. First hospital, then second hospital, right?
I don't know,
Depends. You'll know when we get there, right? They'll tell you downstairs.
No.
Alright. So we're on the way to the hospital. I'm going to get my treatment today. Then after that, I still need to go to PayPal. I have to put some money on PayPal. Because I want to pay those apps. There's no money on there, is there? We don't have any sales. When you look on PayPal, there shouldn't be anything to like $3 or $4 on there. By the way, I do back PayPal with my bank account. I use a green dot card. I'm not letting eBay take the money out of my account at all. If I have a refund, they're not going to get the money until I decide to transfer it. Yeah. So, eBay is the end of an era for me. I've done eBay for 10 years. I made a lot of money. I don't really like to tell everyone how much, but let me put it this way. I'm writing off $1 million worth of inventory because it just won't sell on eBay. I'm writing off $1 million. I'll give you another hint. My inventory was completely replaced. Now, of course, it's at a pretty high level now because I've been building on it for years, but most of my inventory, I would say probably 50% of my store, all the way up until this last year, 50% of my store was replaced every year. All the inventory completely replaced, sold out and replaced. 50% of my store every year for probably 6 years in a row. 6 years in a row. So that should give you some sort of idea of actually how well I did on eBay before they changed the search engine. Now with the new search engine, you're just working for them. You can't run a business that way. So now I have my global business. It's Keywebco.com. As a matter of fact, I don't know if Ed got it done yet or not. My VA is working on the translation metrics. So no matter what country you're in, my site is in your language. And not a duplicate site either. Duplicate. I think the way this software does it, there's all different ways. The old-fashioned way is the way eBay does it. That's why you see the ebay.eu, ebay.au. That's eBay Australia, eBay Africa, whatever. So when someone is searching on those countries, their browser brings up a copy of your listing in their language. So basically you have an automatically generated copy of that listing in their language based on a different ULR. Well, that's great for a big platform, but I need every bit of Google power that I can get. So I need everything based on one ULR. So what this one does is it makes copies of your ULR in all the different languages. But it still leads to your main site. When they open it on the browser, it actually translates my site into their language. They don't see any of that. It's all instantaneous. That is the better way to make your site multi-language, because I have one page that appears in every language. The search engine is kind of manipulated by a multiple ULR, but all those ULRs lead back to my English page with a translator. It translates the page as you open it. So that means instead of going to my site in Australia, my site in Africa, my site in Russia, because it doesn't matter where the site is, all those ULRs are in all those different countries, but they all lead to one site, not a copy of that site. So I went through special effort to find one that would do that. And it costs more. It's easier to do in the long run because it costs more. The more you pay for these apps, the less work you have to do. So that should be done. I'm hoping. I'm a little concerned about my VA doing this though. There's two apps that have to work together. I installed them, one of them. You see, all you see is a blank screen. That might be the case for the encoding app. I'm gonna have to look at it after he gets it all set up to make sure. Because you've got to use the two apps together. One app does the translation. That's what costs all the money. Then the other app does the identifying of the user. That's only $10 a month. So it will translate into the correct language for them. Otherwise, you have to click a button and choose your language. Do you ever get that when you're on Google Chrome? Like you do a search and it says, do you want to translate? You don't want to have to click any buttons. You want it automatically translated. So I'm getting rid of that Google Translate crap by building it in. I'm doing all this extra effort. So my global shoppers will have a better shopping experience because that's where my profits are coming from. I am making as many sales globally as I am in the US. And my global sales actually, without those, I wouldn't be making enough. So, also, I have an affiliate program. If you want to join that, it's free and easy. You make 5% minimum on everything that you sell and 10% normally. I guarantee 5%. I give bonuses at the end of the month to equal about 10%. Depends on the profit margin. I've got some items in my store for 39 cents, guys. Obviously, a 39-cent item, I'm not going to be giving you 10%. So I calculate those at 5. Everything's calculated at 5, so you get paid 5% of everything you sell. Then I bump that up with big bonuses. If you sell a lot of things, guys, it's not unusual. You know, you sell a $1,500 dress, you make $70 immediately. You'll get a $70 bonus for that. And if you do a couple of them, trust and believe, you're going to get an extra $100 popped into your pocket. So I'm saying the bonuses are what you're working for. The 5%, you just know that's what you're going to make no matter what. You get paid that automatically. The bonuses is what you're really working for, because that's where you actually make money with an affiliate. If you join an affiliate program and they don't offer you some sort of major bonus for multiple sales above what percentage they give you, that means that their stuff's not moving. They have crap. They're trying to get you to sell crap. My stuff is available global. It's from AliExpress. I chose the suppliers that have the quickest shipping and are distributed worldwide. Same thing eBay's doing. So I can't promise you that your item will be there in a day or 3 days. Most items arrive within a week. Just about as many as arrive in a week arrive in 2 weeks. And there are some that take 3 weeks. So when I talk about my shipping, I tell you your item can get there anywhere from a week to 3 weeks from order date. I will not promise any quicker delivery. Why? Because you're not paying top dollar either. What I'm charging is normally considerably less than what you would have to buy it for on Amazon or anywhere else because of the shipping delay. The biggest drawback to global selling is the shipping delay. I can't promise you you're going to have your item in 3 days. If it's located in a U.S. warehouse, you will. But if it's in the UK, you won't. If it's in China, you won't. It depends. My warehouse, my company will ship from the closest location to where you are. There's a lot of the stuff that I have that's right here in the U.S. You get it in a couple days, just like Amazon or anywhere else. But I can't promise that because it all depends on where you are. Like I could say, oh, you'll get this item in 5 days. But if it's coming from the U.S. and you're in South Africa, I don't think you're going to get it in 5 days. So I can't promise any shipping speed times. That sucks. I can look it up and say, I always pay extra for the fastest speed, but I can look it up and say, okay, they give an estimate between 10 and 14 days from when they ship it. I process orders immediately. As soon as you order something, I run right in there and pay for it. Get it processed. And I ride my suppliers every day. Have you shipped the item? Have you shipped the item? I do that. Every day I check. And if they haven't shipped it in 2 days, I ask them, how come my item hasn't shipped yet? I ride my suppliers. They know when I'm calling on the phone. They automatically transfer me upstairs. When I call, it's Rogers on the phone. They automatically transfer me upstairs. And my stuff gets processed too. I don't mess around. I work very hard for my buyers to make sure that what I provide them is the best I can possibly do. But if you want to join the affiliate program, that's pretty easy. Doesn't cost you any money. All you got to do is grab a link from something in my store, make an affiliate link, share it to Pinterest. If it sells, you get paid. It's that simple. People do it all the time. I've got one affiliate already made a website that is nothing but my products. All affiliate links. So anything of mine that she happens to sell through her own website, she gets paid. Affiliate selling is not going to get you rich. Why? Well, first off, the percentage is pretty low. And secondly, you're counting on someone clicking a link you share to buy it. Well, unless you're sharing a whole lot of links, you're not going to get too many clicks a month. But I have items as high as $20,000. I think I have some $27,000 items in there. All you got to do is make an affiliate link, stick that on Pinterest, and share that around every so often. If you happen to get a hit, well, that's a nice little chunk of pennies. Because I pay 10% on that sucker, guys. That's $2,000 friggin' dollars in your pocket. So you can make real money, but it's not going to make you rich. It will make you more money for free than what you can do. For example, this is a great way to use me as an affiliate. Let's say you have a website and you are selling this overpriced naked drink that I paid a ridiculous amount of money for. Okay, so let's say you're selling this overpriced drink in your website. okay? And you want to get this one sold. Best thing to do, go look at keywebco.com, find the cheapest piece of crap that can compare to this, and put that on your site as an affiliate link. Someone that if they look at it and say, oh, well, that's only a couple dollars, but I don't want that, I want this. That will encourage them to buy your item. If they don't, then you still get paid. Then on the other side, go buy something that's even more ridiculously overpriced or super high-end dollar brand name that I have at keywebco.com and put that on the other side of your item that you're trying to move. So what did I do? For free, I just showed you how to take, and just based on where the listings are placed in your store, how to make them read one that's super duper cheap. If they want to go with the super duper cheap, you still get paid. Read one that's super duper expensive. If they want to go with the super duper expensive, you still get paid. But what are they going to choose? They're going to choose the product that you're selling in the middle. So you don't have to buy the super duper cheap one. You don't have to buy the very expensive one. You only have to have the product that you're already selling. Then you can add additional product. Now you can't do this on a platform, obviously. But then you can add the additional products that I'm providing on either side to make your product more attractive. If they do opt for one of my products, you still get paid. So you're not actually losing anything. You're using different products that you don't have to buy to encourage the purchase of the one you want. That is just one way you can use affiliate marketing. The best way to do it, though, copy those links, send them to Pinterest, put them in your Tailwind. They go out, they go to the boards. If they get purchased, you get paid. As a matter of fact, my VA uses Tailwind to send my products out. He would have made $27 this week alone if he had swapped my link for the affiliate links, on top of being paid to send those items out. So my VA obviously is going to be doing the affiliate program and changing those links out. It's more time consuming because you've got to copy the link, use the app, copy it again. So you have to copy the link once. It takes like 10 seconds. But that's 10 seconds more you have to spend on every item you share. So you do calculate that in. But shoot, all he has to do is have one window open to the app, which I give you, the affiliate app, and then one window open on my store. He clicks and puts all the stuff in Tailwind. Then all he has to do is grab the link when he's in Tailwind, drop it over to the other app, get the new link, swap it. That's it. Swap the link out for the new link that has his affiliate link in it. I have an affiliate link to my own store. I can pay myself 5% for selling my own products. I do that so I can give out discount cards. You will get all of my affiliates have a 5% off coupon that they can give to a buyer. The buyer will get the 5% off in anything they buy after using the link to get to my store with the coupon. They will get their 5% as well. So you can actually save your buyer 5% as well on my affiliate products. What do you want, Betty Boop?
Cheesy boobs.
You want cheesy boobs?
You did all.
Can you see her over here? Can they see her now? They can't see.
No. You are the cheesy boobs.
Can you see her now? See the dog over there? She ate all the cheese. That was my food, right? You ever?
No, man.
Yeah,
You
right.
can't use it like
I
that.
won't eat that stuff.
No.
What is it? Cheese balls. I don't know anything. Crap. Imagine you give me some. Give it to the dogs. I'm not
What
gonna
happened?
slob.
Guys?
What? Cheesy poof kind of crap. I asked her to eat donut or something. There's nothing but flour and oil. You don't want that crap. Fake flavor. Give it to the dogs. I don't eat the crap bug. Yeah, it's crap. I can't eat that stuff. That's what happens when you give someone money and they buy stuff for
So,
themselves.
you want me to be
All right, so I am in the car. We are going to let you go here pretty quick. I probably need to make some calls. I'm probably going to make some calls. I'm hoping that my translation stuff will be done today. And then I'll get the VA working on what's next for him. SEO. Oh no, he's going to do, well, I don't know. I might do he's going to do one. Well, he's probably going to work on my SEO app. There's an app I'm paying for that you click it and it just tells you everything you need to do for everything to repair your SEO. My site's pretty darn good, but there are some things that scoring around 50, 60%. I like to keep my scores above 80. Some of my stuff gets 100%. Get 100% SEO score is pretty good. Normally don't. There's actually a lot of work going on and a lot of money going to be laid out in the next 2 weeks. My store should morph a little bit more. Basically, it looks now like it's going to look. I have 4,000 more items to add. No, 3,000 more items to add. And then I will stop adding items. Then it'll all be just marketing what I've got. I'll have 10,000 listings in my store, hopefully by the end of the month, but I don't know. It might take me more time. They only let me do a certain number a day because everything I have has drop downs. Some of them have over 100 drop downs. So there's a limit on how many of those I can import a day. I exceed the limit every day. They are always having to cut me off. We're not going to let you do any more today. We already let you go 100 over. And they always send me a message. You know we're supposed to cut you off. But they always let me go to the list because they know I want to get I've been telling them for months. I've got to get to my 10,000 number. That's my goal, 10,000 listings. What do I have in Keywebco right now? 6,000? 6,400 listings. Is that what it said?
What?
Yeah, Keywebco, there's 6,400 listings right now.
I don't know.
Would you look and see? Keywebco.com. This is nasty. After a while.
Lo que pasa ya si no.
Yeah, after a while it gets
Es no
gross.
diferente.
Yeah. Yeah, this gets nasty after it's been over.
Casi bien que raro.
Yeah, real quick. See what it says. You have to look at our bellow. Well, by the way, since he's already opened this, and I'm driving. Okay. You'll have to call Blue.
That's cool.
Okay. No, you see the message.
No. Oh, send a message.
Yeah, Cheryl sent a message.
Okay.
That's what you were wanting to know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to call Blue. Or Black. Black or Blue. One of the two.
With a car.
Yeah, for the car. All right. Let me show you real quick. I'm in traffic now. One of the things that I just changed on my store that you may notice, I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. It says newest Keywebco global products. That's the first collection in my store. I totally changed what I'm doing. Everything about me is about big inventory numbers. You can get everything here. So you don't have to look to see if I have it. You have to find what you want. It's not that Keywebco doesn't have everything you could ever need. That's why I'm going to have 10,000 listings. It's, can you find it? So what I did was, I have collections. I'm working on those, of course. But what I did is, I made a lot of A to Z lists. Newly listed item. Most popular item based on sales. Alphabetical A to Z. A to Z by, what was it? We had A to Z by highest to lowest price. Lowest to highest price. So I have a lot of collections now in my store that are more just list type collections. Now, of course, I have the cat, the dog, and the housewares. I'm going to continue to do that. But really, at Keywebco, it's the search that I want everyone to use. I wish I had a more way to, well, I can do it. I think I'm going to make a more prevalent search bar. I have one that appears on the bottom of my screen. But I think as you're scrolling down the page, I'm going to put one of those little banner things and say, search for, you can't find what you're looking for, search here. I'm going to put like that twice. I might scroll down as you go down my website. Because I want you to type in search. I want you to type in the search and find what you're looking for. Because when you type in a topic, my search engine gives you products and blogs on that information. So let's say you wanted to build birdhouses. So you can type in Keywebco, how do I build a birdhouse? And it will bring you the blogs I have on how to build a birdhouse, plus all the stuff that you might need to build a birdhouse. You can go to keywebco.com and not even look for products. You can say, I need to learn about ADSY, adsy.me. So just go into my search, type in adsy.me, hit the button, and boom, you will get the information from my database, not just products. So my search engine, a lot of them do this, but most people don't have enough content to matter. My search engine is just as much for content as it is for products. So I use my search engine, and my search engine is even built into my other websites from my global store, because I want people to use my search engine. The more people that use my search engine to search my site, the better. Alrighty, guys, well, I'm going to let you go. I don't really have too many comments. I don't think too many people are watching me today, actually. I know one of my friends is working, and the other one is probably shipping products. My employee is going to be shipping products when we get home, provided I remember to stop by PayPal. I got to put money on it. Oh, I got to pay my VA, too. I'm going to pay the VA when we get there.
Okay.
And then I've got to put money on PayPal. Don't let me get home without putting money on PayPal, or you can't ship anything. I am not paying full price. Well, actually, you could. You can ship it out of the bank.
Yeah, I can use that.
Yeah, so I don't really have to put it on PayPal. But I need it on PayPal to pay that bill. So I do have to put money on there. I don't think I'm going to put as much as I was going to.
Yeah, I think you other stuff.
Yeah, and I think I need to give you more money because you spent most of it. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go because I'm here in the city. We're very close to the VA hospital where we will be signal and not be able to communicate. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I will talk to everyone again soon.